Welcome to the Complete Story Series, where we take trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then we read it dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective company. Now, Deadpool can break the fourth wall. He's aware of what he is. Nothing more than a puppet to the designs of comic book creators. But something changed in Deadpool. A villain known as Psycho Man removed the funny voice and the serious voice from his head, the ones that crack light to the fact that he is nothing more than a puppet. What was left is what we are calling the Red Box, an evil, sinister voice that is helping Deadpool break away from his chains. After killing every single superhero and villain in his universe, this version of Deadpool took to the multiversal landscape to jump into as many worlds with superheroes as he can get to. He wants to kill them all. He wants to draw enough attention from the creator of everything, the creator of it all, so that he can meet this person and kill them. He just wants to be free. He refuses to be a puppet any longer. But Deadpool's getting tired of all of it. He's been doing this for what seems like years now, and every time he puts a gun to his own head to see if he can finally kill himself, he just comes back to life like he always does. He walks down the hallway. I may be a naughty little puppet, but I'm still a puppet. And the Red Box agrees. It doesn't matter. If you've broken free from their influence, the progenitors will write you straight back into continuity if they get half a chance. The only way for this to end is to carve your way through reality until you find the source and kill it. All right? Plan B then, and Deadpool presses a button revealing a secret room filled with the multiverse's greatest geniuses. Everyone inside of this room is terrified of Deadpool, and he demands to know what they've figured out. He has a lot of killing to do in a very short attention span. Well, one of the bravest scientists to work with Deadpool steps forward, and he explains what's going on. Let's assume you're right. That we are all nothing more than character concepts brewed up like sea monkeys. Let's assume that we are all trapped in the continuity or the endless cycle of conflict and victory, death and resurrection. But you're self-aware, the rogue entity that can peer through the veil of creation. To free yourself, to free all of us, you must become metacidal. The multiverse just keeps adapting to you. That's why you can't kill the same person in the same way over and over. But we've discovered a hidden metaverse where the earliest works of fiction reside away from all of their current versions. The classics. The Red Box chimes in with, also, if we kill the inspiration, the heroes cease to exist. Oh, I like it, Deadpool exclaims. So with the knowledge in hand that he needs to kill every classic character in history, Deadpool sets off on the next leg of his killing spree. In the first world, Deadpool finds himself being speared by Don Quixote, and as he finds himself being carried around like a banner, he just gets out, I hate that you have to be first, because you, I like. And he tears out Don's eyeball. Then as Don Quixote is trying to crawl away, he puts a bullet in his head. His squire then comes riding up on his donkey. My grace, you've killed him! And Deadpool turns to him. Who are you? You know what? On second thought, it doesn't matter. And he shoots him in the head. His next stop is the literary classic Moby Dick, where he first murders the whale and then he crawls out of its eye socket with nothing more than his sword. But as he gets up on Captain Ahab's nearby boat, he drops what appears to be Pinocchio on the ground. He just looks down at the puppet. Where did I pick up this little guy? And the Red Box tells him, something's not right. Just as Deadpool begins to see through the veil, and he sees who Pinocchio inspired. A version, a vision. The Red Box tells him he's starting to affect reality itself. He's starting to see all of the connections. Boy, that didn't take long. So this time, he's not even wasting any more time. He's killed so many it's down to a science, so he murders everyone on the boat, ending with murdering Captain Ahab himself. But as he reaches out to make the final blow, the kill, he sees General Thunderbolt T. Ross in Captain Ahab's place, and pictures himself killing the Red Hulk. Deadpool tells the Red Box, you know what this means, don't you? And the Red Box replies with, it's working. Either that or I'm more messed up than I thought. But before Deadpool can finish off Ahab, the boat gets capsized as the Nautilus pops up from underneath it. "Something's wrong," the red box tells him. "That's the Nautilus, and it shouldn't be here." The Nautilus then uses its tentacles to pick up Deadpool out of the water, and he just cries out, "Hey, hey, hey, not so handsy!" You know, for a classic of modern literature, this has all the makings of an X-rated anime. Note to self what the next universe to visit is. So he decides that he's gonna come back for Ahab and the Nautilus, and he multiverse hops to his next location, where he paints Tom Sawyer's fence with his own blood. And then he warps to Dracula's castle, where he beheads and he burns them all. Before multiverse hopping one more time, he finds himself in a forest, with the sound of a motorcycle approaching. And he shocks even himself as Ghost Rider comes in to attack him, before changing back to the Headless Horseman, who he's obviously a derivative of. He then goes for the kill and the Headless Horseman morphs again into Green Goblin before changing back. And as he goes through killing the Little Women, he sees Black Widow, She-Hulk, Mockingbird, and Elektra. It's working. Everything is blurring together. It's all becoming one thing for him to kill. Oh, and he blew up their house as he left because they were getting really, really annoying. But while he was multiverse hopping, killing off as many people as possible, Sherlock Holmes was warned about what was coming. So he built his own super team to be ready to face off with Deadpool, Beowulf, Natty Bumppo, Mulan, and Mr. Watson. And they better move quickly because Deadpool is speeding up as he kills Scrooge from the Christmas Carol, and then he kills Dr. Frankenstein. But it gets even more interesting, folks, as he puts a portion of his own brain into Frankenstein, giving Redbox a body. With 2 times the killing power, he begins to walk through the universes, just mass murdering everything and everyone. He even kills talking animals as he enters the world of Jungle Book. Deadpool and Redbox eventually make their way back around and into the world of Little Mermaid, where his reality-crushing exploits have merged the worlds of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Little Mermaid, and Moby Dick. So Deadpool and Redbox let themselves be captured by the Nautilus, getting on board, and they begin murdering everyone once again. As he kills the captain of the Nautilus, he sees Magneto morphing in, and as he launches a torpedo at the Little Mermaid, he sees her morphing into Namor. As pieces of fish and human arms float by in the sea, Deadpool can't help but laugh and tell Redbox, "Did you see that? The Little Mermaid turned into Namor. What I wouldn't give to see the Submariner's face when he found out that he was inspired by a mermaid." But I guess I won't get that chance, will I? Because just like that, Namor doesn't exist anymore. And now we have control of this sub. With control of the sub, he moves on to murder the monstrous creatures of legend until his sub is destroyed and he warps into battle the 3 Musketeers with Redbox as Frankenstein. He turns to Redbox and says, "This is great. I've always wanted to find these guys." And as he leaps into battle with them, he yells, "I've got a bone to pick with you. I mean, really, what kind of candy bar doesn't have nuts in it?" Redbox just growls back at him, leaving him to wonder what's going on with his own personal Frankenstein monster, when suddenly one of the Musketeers manages to get a sword through his brain, severely slowing him down, and he falls to his knees talking more gibberish than normal. But that doesn't matter, because he can still kill, and he murders all of them, commenting on how he just murdered the concept of a team. He literally killed off every team before they could even form. Redbox says that there's something wrong with him. He can't talk in complete sentences anymore. When out of the blue, a bunch of knives stick into his chest, and in front of Deadpool and Redbox is Sherlock Holmes and his group. While Deadpool quickly becomes busy with Natty Bumppo, Redbox finds himself battling against Beowulf, but Beowulf is a man who has slain worse monsters, and he tears the arms off of Redbox. So Redbox headbutts Beowulf, and then he takes a bullet to the head from Dr. Watson. Instantly, Deadpool reels back in pain as Redbox rejoins the rest of his brain. "Did you miss me?" So Deadpool throws Natty Bumppo onto Mulan, and he begins to hit his multiversal trigger, trying to get away. Right now, he's trying to deal with the fact that Redbox is back, and these people are actually putting up a good fight. But Mulan leaps in and cuts his hand off. "Look what you did! I thought you were the hottest dude I've ever seen, but look what you did!" So Deadpool turns to his side looking for an exit, where he sees the time machine, the device that they use to follow him. And as Deadpool begins to fiddle with the dials, Sherlock Holmes leaps in to try and stop him. And they both vanish into the multiversal grid of all the connections that link everything together. You can see it all of the worlds, all of the timelines, everything. Both men begin to battle it out as they float through this idea-verse, where the very concept of characters goes on to breed new characters. And as Sherlock Holmes tries to throw Deadpool off of the time machine so that he can be lost forever in the idea-verse, Deadpool begins to regrow his hand just in time, and he clings on for dear life. It doesn't matter. I've won. I've planted the seed. I've damaged the very ideas of superheroes and teams. They can't heal back properly. Deadpool's regrown hand then snaps because it wasn't fully regrown, and he falls into the idea-verse, the space between everything, and he watches as characters vanish before his eyes. Classics are forgotten, and the end of everything begins with a sparkle. Sherlock Holmes remains on the time machine, trying his hardest with tears in his eyes. Call me Ishmael. Ishmael, yes, keep the ideas alive, Holmes. Set the ideas back properly. Keep them alive. Where do we go from here, listeners? Deadpool has managed to kill everything. But you would think that this would be the end. But there's one individual, one person in all of the multiverse that can stop Deadpool, and that is Deadpool. Join me next week when we complete the ultimate Deadpool fourth wall breaking adventure. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Comicstorian because I just love to tweet. And make sure you follow us on our subreddit r/Comicstorian and our Instagram at Comicstorian. And don't forget that we have a gaming variety channel where we do gaming comic books known as Eligible Monster. You can find that link in the description down below, and I will see you guys next time right here. Thank you guys for everything. Because of you, we've crossed 250,000 subscribers. I never thought that we would have this many people wanting to hear me talk, but that's what you guys are here for. Here to listen to me tell you the stories of your favorite heroes. And because of that, I thank you all. I'll see you guys next time right here.